I love Kirby and all, but if there's one thing that Fire Emblem has over Kirby, it's the memes. Sleep Kirby is absolutely the meme of all time, but otherwise you really can't compare with things like the Devil Axe, or groans of increasing discomfort, or for something that I already talked about, the viability of Ests. Seriously, bring up Amelia from Sacred Stones around someone, and an instant way to find out if they're a true legend of good culture is how they react. To learn about Fire Emblem's ultimate meme, though, we need to start at the beginning. Or at least pretend we do. I can't be bothered to play the first game for very long. For some reason, that aforementioned first game loved giving you Pegasus Knights, and while Sita is irrelevant to the video, partially because I still have no idea how to say her name correctly, the other three are the cornerstones of the video: Pala, Katria, and, this name is going to sound very familiar to you guys at this point, Est. These three are Pegasus Knight sisters, or Pegasisters for short. It's not the ultimate meme, but it's a consistent trend throughout the series, and honestly, it's really cute. And they share a very special bond. So special, in fact, that they have their own super duper special attack. Surround an enemy like a triangle. Triangles are cool. And I mean, even if this doesn't credit kill, so I'm not worried. I'm not worried.
Nice knowing you.
Triangle attack! Ah, so it's a
Triangle attack. What did you think of that? You still have it.
The triangle attack is such a fun addition to these games, mostly because, for as cool as it is, it's also one of the most useless. This isn't like Est, the archetype, not the character. Jeez, I'm talking about her way too much lately. Where the fun comes from making them into something amazing from effectively nothing. The setup for the triangle attack holds it back enough, but how often is this going to be more worth it compared to just having three of your flyers decimate enemies on their own? All for what? A free crit? I showed the Shadows of Valentia one before because that triangle attack frankly looks the coolest, but this isn't even a guaranteed crit. It's plus 40 crit or something. Maybe 50. It should be 100. But you aren't using the triangle attack because you want to be efficient. You're using it because it's funny, and you know what? I think I'll be okay if I go for this crit instead of doing whatever else I could be doing. Triangle attack brain rot, really getting hard. For bonus fun, if you were playing these games in chronological order, there was really nothing quite like getting surrounded by some of the scariest enemy mages in the game and seeing them activate the triangle attack all by themselves. And they're not even flyers, they're not even playable, they're just enemies and they hit you with that triangle attack. Ooh, scary stuff. When the triangle attack returned in Binding Blade, you actually had enough flyers to use it, but that doesn't matter. The actual important part is seeing your armor knights activate the triangle attack. For me, at least, this is what makes it the ultimate meme. When you have a group of 3 flyers pull it off, such as Marcia, Tanith, and Alencia in Path of Radiance, or Vanessa, Tana, and Siren in Sacred Stones, or whoever in 3 Houses, that game's just weird. It's honestly kinda nice. It's still not useful, but a cute callback to the early days, and the dialogue that they say before pulling it off is always, at the very least, kind of amazing. But when you get a trio of slow-moving, inaccurate, infamously bad armor knights in a game with maps as large and with enemies as brutal as Binding Blade, and you see this insane crit animation from them, or if you're crazy and manage to promote them all, having the freest method of seeing the amazing general crit, it's so hard to get this to work, especially considering Wendy's joining chapter and stats, but man, if this isn't another thing that makes Binding Blade one of my favorites. I also have to mention the 3 Brothers triangle attack from the Tellius games, Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn, as well as the fighter trio specifically from New Mystery. Yeah, the remake actually added a triangle attack from the original, now that all 3 of the fighters are included. Fighters being my favorite class, this makes me very happy. The Path of Radiance triangle attack, though, has to be my favorite one, if only because it has unlock requirements, and it specifically makes Oscar a worse unit, which is just really funny to me. Before Chapter 18, you need to have Boyd and Oscar both promoted. On top of that, Oscar needs to be able to use bows. Rolf is ready to go at the start, but if Oscar and Boyd are bow ready, you can use the triangle attack. With bows. In Path of Radiance, where bows are probably at their worst. It's so funny. Also shoutouts to Radiant Dawn, which still makes you use bows, but the only bows that Boyd can use are crossbows. So what's a crossbow? Exactly. I just love the triangle attack because it's so goofy, but it sounds so alluring all the same. The setup is so specific, the class and characters are always bonkers, and once you finally pull it off, you almost immediately realize once your serotonin rush is over that, hey, you know what? That was pointless. But that's why I love it. It may sound strange, but Fire Emblem is strange, so the pieces all fit together. But what do you think of the triangle attack? Do you wish more Armor Knights could use it? Because I wish more Armor Knights could use it. Let me know in the comments, and until I see you in another video, I've been Claire. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you around. Bye!